What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video from CompetitionX, where today I'm going to finally review the Arrma Kraton 6S BLX. I guess I gotta get dressed for it. There it is, that's much better. Hold on, wait, that's still the wrong one. There we go, let's try this again. Now, let's get started. Let's get right into the review of the Arrma Kraton 6S BLX. I've had tons of time to run this thing, to put it through its paces, and I think I can now give you a rather honest review of what I think about this RC. Very simple format. I'm going to keep it to just two categories. Number one, performance. Does this car do what the box says it'll do? Spoiler alert, it does. And number two, is it durable? Because let's face it, if we're going to buy a car like this, we want durability out of it. So, two categories, performance and durability. Let's jump right into performance. First off, does it do what the box says it'll do? Yeah, absolutely it will. The box makes what seems to be wild claims like 60 plus miles an hour, designed to be fast and bash, not blast. It makes all these claims, and I tell you what, it fulfills every single one of them. I'm super psyched about this car for many reasons, but the performance is a big part of why that is. So let me show you a quick video of what I think in combination and everything makes this car really good. As you can see from this video, the suspension package on this thing is top notch, and I think that's a combination of everything. Arrma really did their homework. So the shocks, they're big bore, they're huge, they're tall, they absorb so much when you're landing, when you're jumping. The ride height, it's set perfect for this big old monster truck. The fluids that they use, whether it was grease or something, it just works. It keeps the car flowing smoothly, and it does its job. The setup in general, the way everything is set up, the camber on the tires, everything is just set up right out of the box for what it is. Even the tires absorb so much when you're jumping, when you're doing things. As far as designed to be fast, I think that's true. I've watched some videos of guys running it, knocking backflips as soon as they hit the trigger. And while you can do that, I found that if you just took the time to drive it, to do a speed run with it, the car really settled itself down and really just kind of hunkered down and did what it was supposed to. So top notch when it comes to performance. Everything in combination, I think, made this car perform so well. Even the electronics ran cool. They never ran hot, and to me that means a lot. That means that you can get out there pack after pack after pack like I did to test it and not have to worry about burning out a motor, an ESC, or anything. But it can't all be perfect. When it comes to an upgrade that I would recommend, it would be the servo. While I like the servo for its purposes, great, no complaints whatsoever, but you could tell that it just kind of lagged a little bit. So if I were to upgrade anything, it would be the servo. Maybe go something with more torque. But other than that, as far as performance goes, I think Arrma really hit the nail on the head with this one. Let's talk durability. So here's the question: is this RC durable? Yeah, it absolutely is. I think again, Arrma took everything that they put together as a whole unit is what makes this thing durable. From the chassis, 3mm thick aluminum chassis, which is made to take a beating. You have beefy plastics. When you look at the A-arms and everything that really is plastics, the hubs, the carriers, all those things, they are a really good plastic and a really beefy plastic. Completely adequate for 8-scale vehicles, which is what this is, and I think they did a good job with that. The roll cage, which acts as, well, a roll cage, and it does do that. It helps a lot to protect your components, your electrical components, your body even, because it's molded in that way. The suspension package, again, I can't say enough about the suspension. I don't know if that's all theirs or just the one that I got to test, but the suspension out of the box was phenomenal, and it worked great. It did everything it needed to in combination with all these other things, like the bumpers, the plastics, the chassis, all these things together really made this an incredible RC to run. But here to me was the coolest thing, was the way you drove it. You know, it just felt good when you drive this RC. Something this big sometimes, I know I do. I tend to feel like, man, I don't want to hit anybody. I don't want to lose control with this thing. You never felt that way with this RC, and to me that goes a really long way when it comes to durability, because when you drive it, you have that confidence of knowing that it'll turn when you want it to turn, it'll stop when you want it to stop, it'll do all these things, and you'll break less things because you're more confident driving it. And I think it was so fun to drive, and that can't go without saying. In total, this RC was a blast to drive. And isn't that why we do this? Isn't that why we spend all the money on these fancy new toys? Is to enjoy ourselves. And I think Arrma has done a great job with this vehicle in particular, because it's fun to drive, it is durable as anything, it performs so well, and I think as a great package, this RC was fantastic. Now, did I break it? Yeah, I broke it. But as you can see from the video, if you jumped off 30 feet onto concrete, I'm sure you'd break something too. So it absolutely was not the car's fault. But the coolest thing behind that was that two things broke. The molded component, the what is that called? The bulkhead, the molded bulkhead component, and then the little plate right on top of that, which just bent. I could have bent it back, I just bought a new one. So all in all, I was out 20 bucks to get it back up and going. And that, to me, that says a lot. To know that it'll take a fall like you just watched and really survive it okay without any major damage. Servo didn't strip, nothing else happened. That was it. And so for those reasons, I give this RC completely 2 thumbs up. That's it, guys. That's all I had for you guys. Thank you very much for watching, for tuning in. If you haven't already, please like this video. Don't forget to comment down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. More videos are coming.